Hey guys, sorry to do another announcement at the beginning of an episode. We just wanted to put a little bit of a content warning. Around 15 minutes, 35-ish seconds, there's some pretty intense emotions, some self-harm kind of thoughts with someone, not a cast member, but with an NPC. And we just wanted to put a warning out there. If you're sensitive to that kind of thing, you want to skip it a little bit. Just want to let you guys know. We try to keep things family friendly, but we also want to include the real emotions that people experience and keep that real in our podcast at the same time. Thank you guys. Enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to Channel Divinity, 5th edition actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm Trent. I'm your DM for this homebrew campaign. And going around the table, we have...
I'm David, and I play Cassiel De'Hart.
Dean, and I play Vesper Ravenwing.
I'm Gordon, and I play Blank.
And last time on Channel Divinity, lots of stuff happened. Lots of good, deep conversations. And Gordon, you wanna help me out remembering?
Yeah, so last time on Channel Divinity, we had several conversations with Glib. We had the interviews last time, or was that the episode before?
I think it was 2 times ago.
That was 2 times before?
Last recording.
Episode,
that was last recording.
That was last recording. Yeah. Last episode, we had some conversations between Cassiel and Vesper, and then Blank and Freya, and then Blank and Cassiel and Vesper, and hopefully things are mending together. It seems a little tense, but you know what? We're going strong still.
I think we can solidly say if Blank wasn't there, Cassiel and Vesper wouldn't be friends anymore.
Slightly unfortunate, but you know what?
But hey, good news, inspiration for all.
Wait, actually?
I remembered, and I was thinking about it this week, and I was like, you know what? That conversation with Freya Blank had, that was golden. And that conversation that Vesper and Cassiel had, that was golden. So, inspiration for everybody.
There's a first time for everything, guys.
Yep, I remembered.
Thank you, Trent.
You're welcome. And we are going to hop we're going to do a little jump skip. Vesper is walking out of the embassy, having just talked to Starhand and learning that the Summerwood family said, nah fam, we don't want to meet with you. And he also purchased studded leather armor on his walk over here as well. So, and we're jumping straight into Vesper, planning on going to say goodbye to someone.
Yeah, so Vesper says bye to Starhand, and then he's going to head over towards the temple just to say bye to Eliza one last time.
Yeah.
Before they head out.
As you are walking over the temple, you notice there's still just a lot of destruction all around the city, buildings destroyed, and some people sad, but the vast majority of people look a lot more cheerful than you think they should be. And a lot of them are working pretty hard to repair the damages done to the city. So it's like
it brought the city together.
Yeah, the demons that attacked and destroyed a lot of buildings brought the city together.
Sweet.
And when you pull up in front of the temple, your heart drops to your stomach because the temple is not really there anymore.
Oh no.
It is a charred husk. It looks like it caught on fire during the attack because it was an entirely wooden building, unlike most of the stone buildings of the rest of the city. And the walls are still standing, kind of, but they're blackened, and the roof is gone. It has completely collapsed inward. You can see the giant Acheta statue from the road.
Is it intact?
No, it is still standing, but it is no longer like a polished, pristine, lacquered wood. It is now like a burnt, charred wood.
Vesper walks slowly up to the, front door. Is there a front door?
Not anymore, no. There's a front doorway, though.
Yeah, so he's gonna just walk through then, and he just call, Eliza, are you in here?
You hear oh, yeah, give me 1 second. And as you walk in a little more, you see Eliza was kneeling at the Acheta statue in the front. And when she poked her head up to say, give me 1 second, and then she kneels back down, and she seems to be continuing her prayer. Do you wait?
Yeah.
Okay. After
5 hours later.
the sun sets, and just a minute or two later, she pops up.
He'll
and,
kneel down next to her.
Okay. A minute or two later, she kind of like pops up and is like, "Hey, Vesper, what's up?
Are you doing okay?
I'm doing great." And you notice her face is just smeared in ash and char, and her nun habit just absolutely covered in ash.
You look a little disheveled, and I hadn't seen the temple yet. It's pretty bad.
She looks around at the temple and kind of gets a little sad look on her face for a second before she quickly brightens and says, "Yeah, well, Chetta giveth and a Chetta taketh away, you know?"
So you're saying a Chetta did this to the temple?
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it was those demons, but, it's trials of a Chetta, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the construction will come around here eventually, I'm sure, and we'll build a new building for me.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, this is the island of Acheta. There's no way they can't, repair the temple of Acheta, right? There's no way. And she kind of seems to get a little bit nervous. Starts like darting her eyes side to side. They definitely won't forget me here, will they? The Chancellor comes here all the time. She'll make sure I get taken care of, right? Right?
Yeah, I hope so. I've never met the Chancellor.
She takes a deep breath. Home. Acheta will take care of me. It'll all be fine.
There's this crazy man I know who likes to take in strays. Also, he really likes Acheta.
Ooh, you should tell him to come over here and worship at the temple with me.
There is no temple.
What are you talking about? The temple is in our hearts.
Yeah, so that means you don't have to stay here.
Well, shoot.
Well, anyways.
I guess that's right.
I'm just coming to say goodbye anyways. And we're planning on heading out to Stagrest.
Okay.
Remember I told you there's a guy named Stag there and Sharon? And
yeah.
They take care of the shrine of Acheta there?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, I don't know, but it might be a good idea for you to visit as a traveling priestess to the shrine there. While they're, rebuilding.
It's a good idea. I would get in the way here with construction, or maybe I could help them here with construction. She says, "You know what? I'll come with you. That'll be a lot of fun." And then she says, when are you leaving? I gotta do so much preparation. I gotta make sure I bring my portable statue of Acheta.
We're leaving tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay, I will have my bag and cart packed.
A whole cart?
Well, I can't leave any of the statues of the gods behind.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Meet us at the Shattered Sword Tavern.
Okay, tomorrow, bright and early in the morning.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll see you there. And
she better not wake us up.
Yeah, she gonna be there at like 3 a.m.
She runs over to the cubbies and starts like brushing ash away and kind of like pulling each statue of each of the gods out, kind of like setting it upright. And then she actually turns back and looks at you and says, "You know what, Vesper? I got something for you." And she runs over to the cubby that had the unknown god. She pulls out the platinum statue and lifts it up, kind of grunts a little bit like, "Oh." She walks over and, "Here you go. This is just for you. I think the unknown god would like to go with you." And then she tries to hand it to you.
I take it? How big is this statue again?
It's around 2 to 3 feet tall.
Oh my goodness.
Made of platinum?
Yeah.
People would pay so much to have that statue like that size. Have you seen people go crazy for these like figurines these days?
That's like thousands of dollars.
That's like thousands of dollars.
Thousands
of
gold.
Yeah. And she hands it to you, and she says, I think the unknown god would like you to have this until the temple is repaired, and then you should give it back.
Okay. Why don't you just keep it with the rest of the statues?
Because I can't protect this one, and this one's worth a lot of money.
I guess so, but shouldn't, as a family, they be united? Because I've talked to her about my scroll.
She goes, oh, that's a good idea. Or because he gave you that scroll, maybe he wants to be with you. And she gives you finger guns.
Okay, I'll take it.
Awesome. Let's go.
I like wrap it in, I don't know, I take some of like the curtains or something that are like ruined, but.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I wrap it so that people don't see I'm carrying around, you know.
A multi-million-dollar statue.
Yeah.
You look like Wolfwood now with like the cross on the back that's wrapped up.
Yeah, I just got a big metal thing in my arms. It's pretty heavy.
Can you?
Huh?
Yeah, can you roll me an athletics check? Actually.
Can Freya help since she's stronger than me?
No, she can't. She's asleep on your shoulder.
It's a 6.
Okay. Was that adding your strength already?
It was subtracting my strength.
Okay. Could you what would happen if you were to make that a religion roll instead?
Same thing.
Oh wow!
Because my religion is
Cool.
-1 too.
Cool. Then nothing actually happens. You just pick it up, and it actually seems a little bit lighter than you thought.
Is it hollow?
Yeah,
Should I break it and
almost
find
as if
treasure
it's
inside?
either hollow or if it's just platinum plated or coated.
Okay.
But you can kind of tell after picking it up, it's not solid platinum. She, like Eliza, would not have been able to lift it if it was solid platinum.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I throw it over my shoulders and I say, "All right, Eliza, I'll see you in the morning then."
All right. Well, we will see you tomorrow, bright and early. Woo! Road trip.
Yeah. And he's gonna head back towards the tavern.
All right.
It's like halfway through the day.
Yeah, about.
Okay, so he's just gonna like gather supplies for their trip home or
Alright.
the trip back to Stagrest.
Sounds good. We're gonna go to Cassiel next. Cassiel, you have just purchased the sending stones, the 2 sending stones, and you are currently standing outside the Templar with 2 sending stones and missing 1,200 gold.
Which I used my 300, so I'm poor,
Okay.
got no money, and then I used 900 of blanks. Do you have that written down, Blank?
Yeah, I can get rid of that. Yeah.
Perfect.
You're using 900?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm buying 2. Thank you, Blake.
Yeah.
So he is
Sugar
going.
Daddy Blank.
He's gonna just be like looking at the 2 stones and like he's like almost like hyperventilating looking at these things,
Yeah.
and he like puts them away and he's gonna walk to the Hunter's Guild.
When you looked at them, they're magicite crystals, so they're like white, but they're slightly translucent, kind of like a quartz, like a white foggy quartz. But in the middle of the stone is like the arcane runes for the sending spell, almost as if like they formed there naturally, or someone like carved them into on the inside somehow.
That's cool, cause like glass cutting and stuff.
Yeah.
People do crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like they did that, but with a magicite crystal.
That's sweet. Okay.
All right, you walk over to the Hunter's Guild, and when you get to the Hunter's Guild, it is actually not super like hustling and bustling. It almost seems like most of the hunters are either in a tower right now or helping with the repairs around the city. So they're like the huge bazaar that was everywhere, and all the people selling and buying stuff. Most of that has died down. There are still some people buying and selling though.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and I'm going to stand like within eye shot, so I can see, but like maybe off to the side so maybe she can't see me. But the stand where Anne normally is sitting, and Annie is sitting.
Annie. Yeah. And I realized I didn't do a super great description of what Annie looked like before. So when you get there, you see she's got a very cordial customer service smile on. Her red hair is in a braid that is draped over her shoulder. She's got a beauty mark under her right eye, on like her upper cheek, on her right eye. And then she's got beautiful green eyes. And she is smiling and helping the people in the line as you look at her.
Awesome. So standing off to the side, Cassiel is going to pull out one of the sending stones, and he's going to use the stone, and he's going to send to his daughter Belle.
All right.
Um,
You have to break the stone to use it.
Okay.
So.
But he's looking at Annie, and he's saying the message, which he's written down. So he pulls out like a little paper so that he doesn't have to think too much about it. And he's looking at Annie, and he's looking for any sort of reaction.
Okay.
And so the message he sends is, "Hello, Annie. I'm finally free. I was in prison. I saw the castle, and I have found Tess. I want to explain everything, and I'm in Stendale."
You said hello, Annie, not hello.
Oh, if I said that was my fault. I said hello, Belle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. Immediately you get a message back. There's like from your last word to the start of her first word, there is no gap. And you get the message back. Kill me. Kill me. It hurts. Please stop. Just kill me already. It hurts. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill. And her 25 words are up. And as you hear that message, you are looking at Annie. And the moment that message starts, Annie turns and looks right at you and smiles. A horrifying smile. And I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
What is going on? That's good. That was a good roll. With my modifier, that's a 21.
Okay. With a 21, you feel a scorching pain in your back, in your lower back, and in your forehead from your golden crown. And it burns. It is excruciating. With that saving throw, you don't pass out. But you still are going to take some damage. I'm going to have you roll it. Can you roll me 2d8?
6 damage.
Okay, you take 12 damage.
Ooh.
It's necrotic damage.
Okay.
And you lose 6 of your maximum hit points.
Now, Trent, is this a mechanic of losing hit points, or is this a different thing that's absolutely permanent?
It's absolutely permanent. You've permanently lost 6 of your maximum hit points.
Boy, that's bad. That's like a level up right there.
Vesper has more now.
Do you have 22?
I got 24.
Oh!
You lose 6 of your hit points permanently.
Dang. Okay. Cassiel runs.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you run, the pain is still there. It kind of fades away from your back and just concentrates on like your forehead. And can you feel the golden laurel around your head?
Like it's kind of like a fingernail or hair. Like it's a little bit he's a little bit more receptors in it than like a fingernail or hair.
Yeah.
But not a ton more.
Okay, it's scorching. It feels like someone has caught it on fire or drenched it in acid or both.
So it feels like he's wearing a crown of flame.
Yeah, it kind of does feel like he's feeling a crown. He's wearing a crown of flame, and you run, and you run, and you run, and we're gonna go to Blank.
So Blank is gonna continue helping out with the different animals and like putting them in their various cages, whether they have a collar or if they don't. And he's going to reach over and pick up one of the animals and start talking to it. Kind of just talking to himself. I really don't know what to do next. Everyone else is going to finish up what they want to do in Stemdale, but I've got nothing else planned. I just wanted to help out here, but it is what it is. And he'll put that animal over in the cage. And he pets it. and then goes back to the table and wherever the next animal is, and he'll continue the conversation. Like, I wish there was someone else that I had a connection to, but all I really have is Vesper and Cassiel. So
Roll me a perception
I guess
check.
that's all I need. Perception check?
A perception check.
Dirty 20.
All right, you notice the cat you are currently holding and looking at, kind of looking at its face as you hold it. It has one of its eyes is not an eye. It looks like a magicite ball with almost what looks like a lens on it.
I'm going to
with
pick
a
it up with...
tiny red flashing dot.
I'm going to pick up the cat and, like, hold it arms extended with, like, both hands and, like, just kind of lift it up. Like, look into its face, trying to figure out what is wrong with the cat. It doesn't seem to be acting differently. It just has, like, this different eye with it.
Yep. Just a different eye. Other than that, it's acting like just like a completely normal cat.
Hey, little guy, what have you been up to? And he's gonna pull it closer and start stroking it.
Eating stuff.
What?
Eating trash.
Why have you been eating trash? Wait, what? Why are you talking?
It looks up at you. Meow.
He's just gonna look up at the other animals and then back at this cat.
You gonna put me in a cage now?
I think we have more important things to do. What happened to you?
I was put in a cage.
You were put in a cage when?
Years ago.
Years ago? By who?
Orange and blue people.
The orange. Oh, well, they should be gone for now. You don't have to worry about that.
That's
do you
good.
have a home? I don't think you have a collar.
No home. I live on the streets.
Pulls out its claws. Well, is there any place you'd like to take me or take you to?
Behind the Shatter Sword Tavern, some good trash.
You shouldn't be eating trash. And he's gonna take this cat kind of away from the other animals, and kind of like walk out the door, close the door, and then just
as you are walking out the door, you hear, "Hey, why you taking that cat, not me?"
He looks back opens up the door and looks back in the room.
You don't know where the noise came from, but all of the animals are looking at you from in that room.
I'll be right back. Just let me. And then he's like, "Wait a second. Who said that?"
It was me. And you turn your head and you see a baby owlbear. I said that. You should
What?
get me out of the cage, not that cat.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with his eye. I'll be right
What do you
back
mean what's
and I'll
wrong
help
with his eye? I've got a beak and I'm a bear. What's wrong with my face?
I didn't say anything was wrong with your face.
That's right. Nothing's wrong with my face.
Nothing's wrong
It was a
with your
trick question.
Okay, buddy, what's your name?
My name's Buddy.
All right, well, buddy, I'll be right back. Just let me figure out what happened with, and then he's gonna look at the cat. Kind of like
just looks back up at you and is like, "What? What do you want?
What's your name?"
What's a name?" I mean, I don't think wild animals really have names, so.
Well, all right, cool. He'll take this cat outside and close the door again.
All right. As you close the door, you hear, "Hey, wait! You should let me out of the cage first." "No!" And then the voice cuts off as you close the door.
And so he's gonna take this cat and be like, "All right, you want to go eat trash? That's not healthy for you." And he's gonna like,
I mean, I don't know. They throw away some good fish bones. No, this is not the voice. I mean, I don't know. They throw away some good fish bones sometimes.
I mean, maybe, but like, you should be either out in the wild eating normal things or in someone's house eating good things. You
What do you
shouldn't be
mean- what do
eating
you
other
mean
people's
out in the
trash. It's not
wild?
healthy for you.
What do you mean out in the wild? I am in the wild. The
But
streets.
eating trash isn't. But eating trash isn't good for you. Also, who gave you this eye? Was it the
I was
Orange
I
and-
was born with my eye.
other one?
Oh, that was the scary lady.
Scary lady?
Mm-hmm, a scary lady.
What scary lady? Is she tall?
I mean, you're tall.
I'm tall. Is she about as tall as me?
I don't know. She's bigger than me. She had
What did she look like?
she had scales.
Yeah, I just start immediately stomping over to the magic crafters.
Okay. And her friend had scales. She was she had hair.
She had hair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fingers too.
That's a great description.
Thank you.
What else were they doing?
Gave me this eye.
Why would they mess with your face like that?
I don't know. Gave lots of cats this eye.
Did I see this on any of the other animals?
This was the first one that you saw.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's just gonna walk over to the magic crafters just kind of angry.
Okay. You walk over to the magic crafters and you swing open the doors and you see Jules is on front desk duty again, and she's got all of her tools out and she is working on something again.
Hi, Jules. Is Gina here?
Blank. Perfect. I've got an experiment I want to do.
Jules.
And she pulls out a knife.
Nope, Jules. I need to talk to Gina.
On a scale of 1 to I don't care, how important is it?
This is very. We'll put this at 1. You should care about this a lot because this concerns your boss.
Okay, so it's not that important. Come over here.
Nope, and I'm gonna walk away into one of the other halls and see if I can go up the elevator towards her office.
Okay. You walk over to the elevator and you push the button, and Jules runs into the elevator with you. And she's like, okay. She starts
You're trapped.
she starts tapping a hammer on your shoulder and listening to it. And then is like, can I do a small incision here?
Nope. And I'm gonna try and smack the scalpel away or whatever.
Okay, you smack it out of your heart. No, actually, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Okay.
Roll I don't know, strength or dex, whichever one you want.
19.
I rolled a nat 20.
No freaking way. You got it. Oh,
My
okay.
dice are in the open now.
All right, fine. Okay. So, yeah, I don't slap it away.
You take 4 slashing damage as she carves a small incision into your upper arm.
Okay. Stop trying to cut me open.
I mean, I don't know. No.
Yeah, are we up to the floor yet?
Yeah, you're up to the floor.
Okay, I'm
The
gonna
elevator
walk
door
out and I'm
beams
gonna
open.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out and I'm going to go over to Gina's office.
All right, Jules keeps following you. He's like, okay, I think I'm gonna do an incision on the other arm to see if it's the same.
Nope, and I'm just I'm gonna dash.
Okay, you dash and you manage to swing open the door to Gina's office. And Gina is sitting at her desk doing paperwork, and she looks up and is like, hey, oh, blank. Oh, I was meaning to give you your drone back. It's over here. And she points to a corner of her room, and there's the drone.
Okay, that's fine. We can talk about that in a second. Gina, can we talk about Jules for a second?
Jules. And Jules immediately stands to attention. She goes, sit down. And Jules moves over to the couch and sits down. And then she looks at you and says, okay, blank, what is Jules doing?
I'm going to hold up the cat and gesture to the eye. Why are there a ton of animals that have this magicite eye?
I don't see what the problem is.
This is cruelty to animals. What are you...
They were unconscious when we did it to them. It causes them no pain.
But
they can still see out of it perfectly fine.
What is the point of the eye?
That's confidential. And that wasn't Jules. That was me.
Why are you doing this?
That's confidential.
Okay, well, if you can't tell me that, explain to me why she still keeps cutting into me with freaking scalpels.
Gina turns and looks at Jules and kind of raises her eyebrows at her. And Jules says, he signed the contract. I can do whatever I want to him. And
I'm going to roll my eyes. Can I look at Jules?
You can look at her, yeah.
Where's the contract?
Gina says, I also would like to know where the contract is, Jules. And Jules is like, she reaches into her, she's not wearing a vest.
Overalls?
Yeah, she was wearing overalls. She reaches into one of her pockets of her overalls and pulls out a crumpled up oily paper, and she's like, it's right here. And you hear a bang, and then you look up, and Gina is holding a pistol. And she has shot a bullet straight through your signature on the paper.
Wait. So she unfolded it to show both of us, and then
Yeah,
Gina
and
shot the signature.
Gina shot your signature off the paper, and like honestly, the bottom half of the paper is kind of just gone.
What kind of pistol is this?
It's smoking, and Gina, and then puts it back under the desk, and you don't know where, but she goes, there. Happy blank, problem solved. Now Jules can't do anything to you. And Jules, you need to go to ethics class again. And Jules goes, no! And then Gina says, Jules, leave. Get out of here. We'll talk about this more later. And Jules just kind of like stands up, shoulders like slouched, just slowly walks to the door, then looks back at you, Blank, and says, could have done so many beautiful things together. And then keeps walking out the door.
You didn't deserve to do any of those.
You didn't deserve me, Jules. His arm bleeds more.
Yeah, the sap from your arm just drips.
As well as his heart.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of set down the cat and then walk over to the drone and then kind of like stand in between them.
Okay.
And hold on, I'm gonna roll to see which one's more important to him. He goes over to the drone and picks it up and like puts it back on the dolly. Thank you for your help.
Of course. Thank you for your help. If now we've looked at these drones, if an army of them come and attack us, we should be more prepared now.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that I could help you guys out with that. Thank you for your time, and
Of course. And Blank, I want to keep a good relationship between us. I promise no cats were harmed in the process.
But why are they eating trash now?
Because they live on the streets. The streets. The cat says, yeah, on the streets. Has it been 10 minutes? Probably.
It probably has been 10
Never mind.
minutes.
The cat goes, meow.
He just kind of like shakes his head, doesn't know what to say, and he'll just, regardless, I guess that'll be something I have to learn more about.
Animals that have no owner fend for themselves. Unfortunately, that is the harsh truth of the world. Just as humans with no parents would fend for themselves.
I guess you have a point. I didn't think of it like that.
They do their best. The trash they eat is still food, I'm sure. But you are correct. It does leave much to be desired. But too many people are, including myself, are more busy with more important things than taking care of some stray cats.
I guess that makes sense. Good luck with your work.
Thank you.
And he'll walk out
All right.
with the drone.
And he goes and he opens a veterinarian hospital.
Take care of the animals. We're gonna go back to Cassiel. Cassiel, where did you end up? Did you have a destination or did you just...
No. No, he's just like incoherently running.
I'm gonna roll for where you ended up then.
Sounds good.
Okay. You ended up actually in the warehouse district.
Oh shoot. This is not a happy place.
Nope, you ended up running north. So you're kind of just wandering around, and it's still, there's a lot of people here because a lot of the warehouses were destroyed, and there's people going in and out of warehouses taking out boxes and stuff like that.
He's going to find an alleyway.
Okay.
And he's kind of he's like hyperventilating here. He's freaking out.
Yeah.
And he kind of just like kneels down against a wall and like puts his head on it and arm and tries to calm himself. And he pulls out the other sending stone, which he is sending to his mother.
Okay.
And what he sends to his mother is Hey, Mom. I'm finally free. I found Tess. She's evil. I found Bill. She's in trouble. In Stumdale. I need you, Mom. I need you. And then he just starts to cry.
You hear back, my boy. It's good to hear from you again. I knew you weren't dead. Both the girls are in trouble. Don't worry about me. Help them. And that's her 25 words. Pretty sure my count was right, but maybe it wasn't, but that's what she says.
Okay. It is comforting to hear his mom's voice and those words. He still cries for a little bit until he eventually calms down, and then he's going to try to go find Blank.
All right. So you go back to the militia then, because that's where Blank was?
Yeah.
All right. Blank, where did you go after talking to the Magic Crafters?
He took the drone back to the militia, and
Okay.
he's going to finish helping out with the animals there.
All right. The animals don't speak to you, and I need you to mark down one of your first level spell slots for me.
By the way, is Cassiel's head still burning?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
Cassiel, you walk in, and you see the drone in the front lobby, kind of behind the desk a little bit. And you kind of hear Blank's voice coming out of one of the back rooms.
He's going to go find Blank.
Okay. You walk in the room, you see Blank holding a cat and kind of like, it's got a collar on it, so he puts it to one side, and he does back and forth with several of them.
He's going to see, just kind of, like, he's going to take, like, a minute or so, just see what Blank is doing to get, like, an idea, and then he's just going to go help, and he's going to start doing that, too.
He's going to keep putting things onto their respective shelves and cages. And every once in a while, some of the stray animals with the Magicite eye that he notices,
Yeah.
he's not even going to put them in cages. He's just going to let them out the door.
Yeah. I mean, the captain did tell you can release all of the ones that don't have collars.
Okay, yeah, he would start doing that.
All right, cool. Blank, you look at Cassiel when he walks in. Maybe it takes a little while for you to look up. When you see him, you notice there's something drastically different about him. First, there are like just tear stains running down his face.
No. Cassiel
That's
hides
not too different.
That's true. That's like the norm, Trent. No, Cassiel hides that.
Okay.
That.
He wiped those off.
If
His
you-
eyes are a little puffy.
If you
though.
want to do like an insight or whatever.
His eyes are definitely a little puffy.
Yeah.
But the main thing is the golden laurel with thorns on his head. All of the thorns are now a blackish purple color.
You want to say that again?
All of the thorns on the gold laurel are now a blackish purple color.
Blank kind of like looks up because he walked to the front door, let down one of the cats, and then closed the door and turns around and he sees Cassiel and he goes, Cassiel!
What Blank?
Like-
Hey.
Hi, I meant Cassiel. Cassiel, hi.
Hi.
You look great. You look fantastic. And he's going to walk over to the cages again, but doesn't break eye contact with you.
Cassiel's like, what's going on, Blank? You're acting weird.
There's nothing wrong at all. And he's going to grab one of the pets again and just like look and see if it has a collar and then just put it
Blank,
wherever it needs to go.
Did you find a cat that fits the description I gave you?
Yeah, I found this fluffy white cat that has like almost like black mittens on it. It's kind of cute. Here's this one. And he's just like looking at you with like the most concerned face. But he's like holding out the cat and smiling. Like
Can I roll an insight?
Go for it.
Unless it's obvious.
No, it's very obvious. You don't need to roll an insight if you
Okay.
don't want to.
Blank, are you okay? You look worried.
I'm doing fine. I don't know about you. I mean, this cat should work great, and he's just gonna keep pushing the cat towards you.
Cassiel will grab the cat and just be like, well, Blank, if you need to talk or anything, I've got ears for you.
Why are your thorns black?
Sorry, what?
What?
what you thorns? Like,
Oh,
I can't see my forehead.
Yeah.
And he's gonna kind of sheepishly poke at your laurel.
I'll pull off one of the thorns.
It's black. It's like a black-purple color.
Huh. Well, Blink, that's not good. I have no idea.
I didn't think so. It looks a little ominous.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you really okay?
I don't know what's going on with these thorns, Blink. I've never seen anyone else like me before, so I couldn't tell you what's going on. This might just be natural. I am getting up in years, you know.
Oh, that's true. I don't really. You're how old again?
Cassiel thinks for a second, and he's like, well, Blink, it's complicated, Blink, but I think I'm around 850 or so.
Does that make Vesper like 800 or something?
No, I think Vesper's in his 20s or something. Something like that. I think he mentioned
I
it
don't
before.
get age
If
at
he's
all
an
with
elf,
you guys.
he's like
40s?
whatever recently adult is for elf. So
Recently
like,
adult
isn't
is
that
like
like 70 or 100 or
70
something
to
like
100
that?
is like recently adult for elves. So
He's probably like 70 or so. Maybe a little older.
I don't get age with you two at all.
Oh, I don't get age with you, Blink. That's a lot more complicated, I think. You're a robot. Do you age?
I mean, I've been around for about 4-ish months now, and the receipt's gonna print out again and fall on one of the
And
cats.
Cassiel's just going to shake his head. Blink, obviously you've been around for longer than that. That's why we're trying to figure out how to help you.
A cat eats the receipt.
yeah, no, the owlbear eats the receipt.
What is that?
That's his name is Buddy.
It's got a collar on.
Yeah,
The collar does not say Buddy.
the color doesn't say Buddy. What does the
No.
color say?
Landito Jr.
Oh, this must be Landito's.
Well,
Well,
I guess he'll come to get this whenever he decides that
You
this
hear a
is important
voice.
to him. No.
Hello! Is anybody home? I'm looking for my pet owlbear.
Is that you, Landito?
Oh, my good friend Blank.
Is he
That's
is
not-
he
wait,
outside
that's
the
not
front
Spanish.
door?
My good friend Blank. And he walks in. Oh, you've got my
He
owlbear.
quickly removes his hand from his face because he just facepalmed himself.
You've got my owlbear. Oh, perfect. And he walks up and takes the owlbear from you. He's like, oh, good little Landito Jr., good.
How have you been doing, Landito?
I've been doing excellent. How has my crystal been doing? I mean, your crystal been doing?
Why did you say it like that?
Because I want to buy it from you. How can I offer you anything to get me that crystal?
Again, I'm going to say this for the 8th time. This is not for me to decide. This is for Stag to decide.
well, Landito, we're actually heading out tomorrow for Stagrest,
Oh,
where
If
we'll
you
talk
want
to
to-
the owner of the gym.
Yeah, if you want to come with us, you're more than welcome to, and you can talk with them about the crystal.
I will not be able to get work off, so I do believe I will not be able to come with you. But I will try to clear my schedule and get over there in a week or so. But can I at least see the crystal for for our final time?
I don't think you need to see. You already saw it last time.
It's in safekeeping, so we don't have it on us right
That's
now.
a shame. That is a shame.
Well, here's your owlbear.
Thank you, Rendito Jr. When he was kidnapped, I was so sad. So sad.
This animal's eating like 50 of these wild animals.
just like how I want that crystal. Without it, it makes me so sad. So sad. And he starts walking away.
He just has a crystal. It's just not as pure, and he's going to say that.
Cassiel just chuckles and says, well, Blink, I'm going to go see Martha and Susie, and I'm probably going to give them this cat, and so I'll have to see you later.
All right.
So we don't have to roleplay this out if you don't want to.
I'm going to say you can't find them.
Oh, I can't find them.
No. You go to their home, and it's destroyed. It's one of the ones under construction.
Is there a place where there is actually Sword Shatter Tavern?
Shatter Sword Tavern.
Shatter Sword Tavern.
Okay.
Because she works there.
Yeah.
I go and talk to, what's his name?
Henry.
Henry.
How's it going?
Hey, Henry. I'm looking for Martha and Susie. Have you seen them around yet?
Yeah, real sad. The house destroyed.
Yeah, I actually saw that when I was looking for them. Do you know what they are?
No. Martin took 2 days off.
All right.
Had
Well,
a fun birthday with her sister.
do you think she'll probably come back here though? Cause she works here, right?
Yeah, they only took 2 days off.
Could I ask a favor of you?
Sure.
I am going to this is for them, and I hold up the cat.
No.
Yeah.
Make a nice meal with it.
No. Little Susie's cat was killed during all of this, so this is for Susie.
He starts crying. This is so sad.
It's okay, Henry.
Mr. Snuggles.
I know. It's very sad. I'm going to miss Mr. Snuggles. Is it all right if I leave this cat with you and maybe
keep her
leave
safe.
a letter with it too?
I'll keep her safe.
All right. I'll keep it for now until I leave, but I'll write the letter and I'll hand it to you tomorrow morning.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Henry.
Of course.
It means a lot that you've been so kind to us, Henry.
Of course.
I'll definitely spread word of your tavern.
Present the business.
I'll probably be back too.
Present the business.
All right, Henry. We'll see you later.
Later.
I'll go write the letter.
Okay, cool.
In this letter, Cassiel writes one letter where he tells Martha about everything, but as he's writing it out, he's like, this is not a good idea. So he scraps it and writes a new letter where he's just saying goodbye. He'll be back, the cats for them, and he'll check up on them when he's back.
Sounds good. Blank finishes doing the animals. Vesper comes back to the tavern, and the day comes to an end. And the episode comes to an end at the same time. We will see you all next week, but first, announcements. Hey, we love you. Go leave us a 5-star review if you liked what we're doing here. Or if you want to talk to us and communicate with us, you can find us on Discord or Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, or send us an email at channeldivinitypodcast@gmail.com. And all of those can be found in the episode descriptions if you want to go find us. We really do appreciate you guys. I know it got a little dark this episode, so yeah, maybe we'll throw a warning at the start of this episode when it comes out. But before we close off, Season 1 finale is coming up soon. I know we haven't told you there was going to be a Season 2. Surprise! There's going to be a Season 2 and a Season 1 and a brief intermission between it. And there'll be more details in the finale episode. But just be aware, Chapter 1 is beginning to come to a close.
It's a sad close.
A sad close. I'm going to make as much cliffhanger-ish as I possibly can for this. But we'll see you all next week. I'm Trent. I'm the DM for this homebrew campaign and going around the table. I've had with me.
I'm David, and I play Cassiel De'Hart.
Dean, and I play Vesper Ravenwing.
I'm Gordon, and I play Blank.
And we'll see you all next week.